After spending a long, grueling day at work, nobody likes the feeling of being welcomed by bed bugs. Those tiny creatures that measure no longer than 5 mm can wreak havoc if not controlled while there's still time. The tricky part is, bed bugs multiply very quickly. Even if you let 4 or 5 of them persist for 2 days, they will become thrice their number. Also, hiding to avoid detection is their forte. Needless to say, if you have these bugs secreting in your bed, they will implant red, itchy, and painful welts all over your body. The good news is, these annoying creatures can be eradicated, but you should know that the processes will take a decent amount of time to get rid of them completely. In the following section, we will be jotting down some of the most fruitful ways of jettisoning bed bugs. 1. Reduce clutter. First things first, in order to ensure that you are thoroughly inspecting all the hiding spots of the bed bugs, remove the clutter. Every single object from your luggage bags and stuffed toys to blankets and electronics should be shifted to some other room until you are done implementing the necessary measures to kill the insects. Nevertheless, be careful of the items that you are picking up from the infested area, because if they are not cleaned properly, the bed bugs will start sheltering in the relocated areas. To make things easier and less confusing, seal your belongings in a plastic bag and then shift them. 2. Spot the infested areas. Try identifying the areas infested by the bed bugs much before they start reproducing, because once they do, it will become difficult to contain their burgeoning. If you are unable to do it, seek assistance from a professional to carry out the inspection. Bear in mind that because these insects are incredibly small, they can accommodate themselves in diminutive spots such as folds of the curtains, mattress, hinges of the bed, couch, and such others. Other common infestation spots include baseboards, cracks in bed frames, box springs, loose wallpapers and posters, and electrical outlets. Any reddish stain or black spot on the bed would also mean bed bugs swarming. 3. Kill the bugs. There are essentially 2 ways in which you can kill the bed bugs, and they are namely home cleaning methods and chemical and non-chemical treatments. In the case of the first one, here's what you should do. Wash your clothes and bedding in hot water for over 30 minutes and then dry them scrupulously, preferably in bright sunlight. Use a steamer for the things that cannot be washed. Lay the plastic bags that contain your personal stuff over the terrace on a hot day, or tuck them into the freezer for at least 4 days. The temperature should be -17 degrees Celsius. For chemical and non-chemical treatments, capitalize on insecticides that are specifically meant for bedbugs and are EPA registered. Pyrethroids and pyrethrins are the most popular chemicals used for killing bedbugs. Besides these 2, here are the other alternatives. Plant oil-based products that work proficiently in eliminating bedbugs but are less harmful than the other chemicals. Pyrols kill bedbugs by messing up their skin cells. The substances known as desiccants crumble down the outer shells of the bedbugs, without which they dry out and eventually die. Lastly, if nothing works, try out neonicotinoids that damage the nervous system of the bugs. The bottom line. Remember that treating your room just once wouldn't be enough to get rid of the bed bugs. Monitor the affected areas over a few days to comprehend whether or not the treatments are functioning as per your expectations. If yes, employ the above-mentioned approaches 3 or 4 times more, but if you don't find any notable changes, get in touch with a professional.